Okay,
Oops.
I have to refresh the page. Let's try. Page has been refreshed and stream is up. Excellent.
I might have to replace the now streaming bot with, or now live bot with, CouchBot. Looks like it went offline. Sadness. I thought it was just down for maintenance for a day because I've seen it go down before, but hasn't come back up yet. So I don't know what happened to it.
So, I don't really know how Discord bots work, but I assume that there's some other program that hooks this script and allows you to use the commands inside of bot plug.
Yeah, so basically Discord bot has the bot API thing, I think, that you hook into, and those
Okay.
are how
And that
you hook commands to the, from just my reading of the code last night. You have to remember I was doing this at like midnight though, so this is me remembering what I was reading on code from midnight.
okay. No, I'm looking at it right now, and I'm yeah, okay.
So is there no way to get past these guys?
Why don't you read the dialogue that you did last time?
He said, "Go home. I'm okay, but you're getting in the way.
Mm-hmm.
They
And
all
what did the other cops tell you?
go away."
So, they don't want you here. At least those three that are right in front of you don't want you there.
It's a little hard to get out of there.
Yeah, you can't walk through them, so you have to kind of walk around them. Yeah, there you go. You got out of your. You almost trapped yourself twice.
What?
Watch that.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm on a delay.
You saw me like struggle.
Yes.
It's like, let me out of here. Should I talk to the old man?
Remember, it's up to you who you talk to, so I'm just here to help you translate anything you want.
Let's talk to him. Alright.
Okay. This looks a lot easier than I thought.
Told you it looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you don't even need to use your laptop. Just whatever computer you leave on 24/7.
That's why I was saying
there.
I don't leave a computer on 24/7. So I take one of my old laptops and I turn it into a server laptop.
Well, you turn it into a bot laptop.
Yeah.
No, I like the name server laptop. That sounds so wrong, yet so right.
I mean, one of my old laptops, I did the same thing with the Minecraft server way back in the day.
That's
So.
what I bought Monstrosity for, the laptop that I lent to Scott for a while. I literally bought that laptop so I could hook it up in my room. And then when I needed, because I had, my main laptop was Windows, so when I had to do Linux stuff for school, I just use, I think it's VNC Viewer, and I'd hook into the, what I called my server laptop, Monstrosity, back in my room so that I could have Linux through that.
Francesca, you gave me a great idea. I'm gonna go buy a Raspberry Pi and a little Wi-Fi adapter
Wait, I
to
have a
hook to it.
Raspberry Pi. I should just use a Raspberry Pi.
What do you?
Yeah, host the
Oh, there
server
you
on
go.
Raspberry Pi, so you could literally play catch with your server. You could...
Oh my god.
One of the people at work actually was like, I have an old Raspberry Pi here. And I was like, what am I going to do with a Raspberry Pi? Now I have a use for my Raspberry Pi.
Yeah, dude, no, Raspberry Pis are amazing.
Mhm. All right. Start translating.
I'll mute myself. Have fun with Japanese, guys.
Thank you. Bye, Akira.
Getting distracted by code stuff.
Yep, and that seemed like a nice, natural stop in your conversation, so.
Yep. Seems like a very strange combo with the small a after the yaw, but okay. Yeah, I guess it's like a statement of
Yeah,
highs. It's sort of like,
Yeah, it's like, hey!
okay. Oh.
Oh, this is a good test. How are you gonna say that last part?
I um I'm thinking about it. Oh, really long held out.
Yep. Yep.
Go toe. Go toe.
Goto.
Yeah.
You're gonna have that little rest and then like the double T sound.
Yeah. Seriously.
Goto.
Go toe.
Yeah. All right. So
Useki ga
that's supposed to
go.
be a sound effect. I would translate that as like boom.
Meteor goes boom.
Yes. I would probably use past tense, but yeah. I mean, technically, there's actually no verb in the sentence, so there isn't actually a tense yet. I don't think his sentence is done yet, though.
Sugoi is awesome.
So you'll notice that yes, while that does mean awesome or amazing, it can also mean great.
Okay.
And I think that's more of what it's going to mean in this context. You'll know what I mean when you translate the rest. Good picking that out as a word immediately, though. Oh, good. I get to explain his slang. Fun. I mean, it's probably good for you to understand that slang exists. It's just an alternate form of a negative tense that's not grammatically correct at all, but people still colloquially use it.
Okay. Wait, I messed. No, I did that correct. Yeah, no, I messed up there. Oops. Wait, that one.
Yeah, the yo is not a yo.
Wait, that one. Wait. Ya? Is that a ya?
Yes, that's a ya. That's a ya.
I get those two messed up when I'm doing that, for some reason.
When they're small, yeah.
I don't know why I do that sometimes.
Still new to you. We haven't been doing this for a month even yet.
Tie was used.
Tie at the end of a verb means something different. This is that word is tie hin.
Oh, okay.
I'll get to what tie hin means a little later. So let's start with the verbs here. Oto o tate. This is a phrase that you probably want to take together. Tate by itself would mean stand, but stand a sound doesn't really make sense if you translate it literally. What it really means is made a sound. Okay? And then the sugoi before it, remember when I said it can mean like great?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it made a great big, it made a loud sound.
Okay.
That making sense? All right. And then ochitene, that is the slang I was talking about. So the grammatically correct form of that verb would be ochite nakata or ochitenai, but in the past tense, ochite nakata. But he made it ochitene, which is just, it's slang.
Ochitene.
Ochiru is the like present tense of it. So instead of turning it to ochitenai and then ochitenakata for the past tense, he made it ochitene, which is slang. You following?
Yeah, so what would be the grammatically correct form?
The grammatically correct
Of
form in
this
the
word.
same spot. The grammatically correct equivalent is ochite nakata. Ochite nakata.
And it means
Not kat, small suit, double T. So ochite nakata.
Ah.
Sorry, really hard for me to.
Yeah, it's hard to yeah, like that.
Small tsus are sometimes hard to convey verbally.
Yep.
Yeah.
For verb, and that means.
So ochiru means to fall.
Okay.
And then so past tense negative of to fall. Did not fall. I'm actually wondering if he means something slightly differently. I see this slang used a lot, but again, because it's not grammatically correct, I'm wondering if it has other uses. Just because if what I'm saying he's saying is the correct translation, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
He would be literally saying the meteor didn't fall when we see there's a meteor right next to his house.
Yeah, so it's
So-
like, wait, is that to?
I'm wondering if it. The rest of the sentence is easy to translate. Soriamo, that's a very common phrase, which means like, well, that how would I? It's an equivalent phrase in English. That would be probably.
Okay.
Tai hen. Tai hen is a very, very, very commonly used expression. It means like, that's a great problem, or, like, let's say if I asked you how your day at work was, right? And you had a bunch of stuff go wrong and it was crazy all day. You would respond by saying Tai hen datta.
Ah.
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
So tai hen quite literally translates to something like a great problem, but the datta just makes it past tense. And when you say tai hen datta, you're saying something, it was crazy, basically, you know? Let's see what he says next before we determine what
That is the
what
end of
he
his
means
sentence.
by the ochitane.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the end of what he's saying.
No, not what he says. He
No.
has more to say, but that's the end of his sentence.
That's the end of the sentence. Yeah, I'm wondering if we can guess by context of his
Ah,
next sentence,
okay.
though. What the ochitane is the only word that I'm kind of
Thrown
questioning
off,
a little bit. Yeah, because I'm even looking it up online. It's totally slang. It's not grammatically correct. I know that much.
Yeah, it's
And I've heard it before, and it usually just means the negative tense. But I'm wondering if it means like some conditional thing. I don't know. There is a conditional tense, and I'm wondering if he's referring to that.
the loud meteor went.
This is a guess, right? Right. What I'm about to say is entirely a guess. But so there was a big noise, and well, if it didn't fall, that would be crazy. See, that makes a little bit more sense than what I was initially translating it as. But I'm still not entirely positive, which is why instead of you putting it in your notes just yet, I want to see what he says next.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And we have the line written down right there, so I can always look at it again.
Yep.
Okay. That's just very simple. 2 words and a particle.
Yeah. Itsumo.
Okay, so itsumo it means usually or always. Very literally, it means with frequency. With great frequency. So usually is probably a good translation. So I always ...
That looks like, yeah, it's katakana.
Yeah, the first four are
Ni,
katakana.
I think this one's Ni,
The second one?
Yeah.
I believe so.
and then ku for the last one.
The last one is definitely ku.
Ni, ku.
I'm gonna look that one up. That word is not ringing any bells, and it doesn't sound like anything in English. Dictionary. Save us, dictionary. Konkoku. Okay, it gave me two kanji, but it doesn't think that they're a word together? What's the rest say?
Niku maybe is what it's supposed to be. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's two words.
No, because there's a woe right after it. So it should be a noun. Konkoku should be a noun, grammatically.
Wasn't it Niku?
I was wondering if that was ni or ko. It's such pixelated.
Well, I think because it's it's katakana. It's ni. One looks shorter than the other, so I think that's ni. I think it's ni.
Oh, yep.
Niku.
I just searched that. Garlic.
Ah.
That means garlic. Niku is garlic.
Okay.
Wait, what is he saying?
I have no idea. Dude's crazy.
Okay, I like this guy. What?
Alright. It is translated, or, well, it is written out.
Yep. Okay, so one thing I gotta mention is karada is one word. It's not karada.
Ah.
Karada means body.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay.
It can also refer to one's health. Like when one is referring to their own health, they'll, instead of saying my health, they'll say like my body. Very, very common. Now, Suyoku, we've already encountered that word. What does Suyoku mean?
I also feel like we've encountered
Or
Shiteru as well, though
Tsuyoi?
I might be wrong.
You've encountered what before?
The Shiteru, but I might be wrong.
Probably, yeah. That's a very common word too. Go look for them. Control F if you have to.
Alright. I'll probably be faster at this point in time.
Mm-hmm. With our notes getting so bloated, yes. It might not be Tsuyoku, it might be Tsuyoi, it's the same word.
So, just that basically? Search that?
Tsuyoi. Tsuyoi, yeah. Just 3 kana through Tsuyoi.
Nope, apparently we haven't done it yet.
Okay. Well,
Let me look up.
Oh! I know why. There's a synonym that I was thinking of. Never mind. So, Tsuyoi means no, yeah. Look for Tsuyosa. That was it. After you find Shiteru. Well, that's a word that included Shiteru.
So I guess Shiteru was ongoing?
Um,
Or happening?
it very similar meaning to that. Yes, you're not entirely wrong, which is why I hesitated. Was there any other encounters of it
No.
in our notes? No. Okay. So, first look up Tsuyosa, and then we'll go back to Shiteru.
Ah. Power toughness.
Mm-hmm. Or strength. Strength is probably what I would translate it as here, but same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, we turn Tsuyosa into Tsuyoku because we're making it a verb. The Shiteru is like doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or Tsuyoku Shiteru. So in this sentence, I would probably translate that entire thing, Tsuyoku Shiteru, into like strengthening.
So Shiteru basically makes stuff into a verb is more?
ing
Okay,
form of a
that's what
verb.
it is.
Which, if you know English grammar, making a verb into an ing makes it a noun, or it can.
Mm-hmm.
It can. It can be a noun or a verb in English, in the ing form. What is one of your favorite activities? Swimming. See, it's a noun there. You following?
Yeah, okay. You're kind of using the verb as a... Okay.
Anyway, heki means okay, usually in regards to one's safety.
Apparently I can't type today. And katas make it past tense, so he is okay.
Yep. Or was okay, yeah. Yep. Kedo is another preposition. It means but.
Yeah. Kedo is but.
Or however.
Isn't kara because?
Kara is because, yes.
So, wait, the one I don't know, it would be tabete.
Oh, taberu means to eat.
Oh, I do know. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking it had something to do with table, because I seem to remember telling myself that, like, it sounds similar to table, so it's like, that was similar to table, but then I was like, no, I can't do it.
So one thing that you need to learn with Japanese verbs is you have to pay attention to the first sounds of them, not the last sounds, because the last sounds are going to be the conjugation.
Mm-hmm.
The first sounds are how you identify the word.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So when you hear tabete, you have to make that connection to taberu because the tabe part connects it.
All right. So, because I was strengthening my body with garlic.
By eating garlic, yes.
So because I was strengthening my body by eating garlic, or with great frequency.
Because I always strengthen my body by eating garlic. I was fine. But
that's where the sentence continues.
And then it's going to continue. You can see why I was laughing when you first put that up.
Yeah.
Oh man. This is why I thought this game would be this is another reason I picked this game specifically. The dialogue is hilarious. And I knew even the raw Japanese would be good too.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's kind of a game that, I hear about, but I never actually played, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Iba. No. Iban. Wait, that was... No. That was not. Wait, what am I thinking? Wasn't bomb when you have, like... Isn't that the ending for...
Oh, that's a pa.
Oh! Oops, that's a... Okay. Then, yeah. I was being silly.
Stuck on the last one?
Hmm?
There you go. Alright, sorry. Delay. Alright. So... I'm not really sure how to break down the first couple words. Ipan no shimin. I do know, both by context and the fact that I think I've seen this phrase before. Regular people is what he means by that.
So this is just regular people?
Yeah. The key, that's Very. If you have ki by itself, 9 times out of 10, it's this kanji I'm about to tell you about right now. It refers to one's like vital energy, and it can often refer to consciousness or like your health. In this case, ki o ushi now is it's conjugated, but it's that phrase ki o ushi now. Ki o ushi now means to lose consciousness. Ushi now is to lose. Ushi now.
So how is that ushi and then
Ushi na u.
ah?
Ushi nate ta is past tense. And then adding ro at the end of a verb like that means probably. No, the ne is the particle and or the sentence ender you're used to,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the right.
Notice I deleted it.
Yeah. Sorry, I know I'm like chastising for stuff you've already corrected, but delay
Yep.
is a thing.
Yep. That's why I was like, don't worry, I already got that. Got it already.
Okay.
We're good. We're good.
Got it. All right.
Alright.
All right. So, what do you think this is saying?
Um.
Oh, Nara. What does Nara mean? You know that one.
Um.
We translated this when we were talking to that brat earlier.
Yeah.
The guy that we decided last time was a jerk.
As for.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Remembered it was one of the prepositions, but I couldn't remember which one, so I had to search it. But as for regular people, but yeah.
Often with sentences like this, it's very Japanese to imply the like you part. You know?
Yeah.
Yep, that's pretty close to what I think he means.
Alright. So, because I usually strengthen my body by eating garlic, I was fine, but as for regular people like you, they probably lost consciousness.
Yep.
And then to say it in Japanese, it would be Ninniku wo tabete karada wo tsuyoku shiteru kara heki data kedo Ipan no shimin naraki wo ushinate ta rune.
All right, my turn to say the line because it's good practice for me as well. Ninniku o tabete karada o tsuyoku shiteru kara heiki data kedo ippan no shimin nara ki o ushinatteta ro ne. I'm pausing a little bit more than I should be, but that's the general idea.
Yeah.
I also bit my tongue once. It's not easy.
No,
like you
it's
have my
not.
sympathy.
Yep. That's why it's good to practice saying the lines in the Japanese as well.
Mm-hmm. You know what's one of my favorite ways of practicing my pronunciation? I sing along to the J-pop I listen to in my car.
Nice. He still has more to say. These are such talkative people in this game. That number 5 for the chi has helped me so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Every time I'm like, it's a 5, chi! Because that was, when I was like learning it on my own, that was always getting me. I was never able to keep my chi and saws.
Yeah, you have to, compare it to something that you know.
Yep.
Because we already learned the difference between like 5 and S.
Yep.
And other similar looking things.
Sorry, when I got distracted, I had trouble figuring out where I was in this, and I went, huh? I think I got it all. I think I figured out where I was.
Yeah. So the thing that comes out like sore ni shitemo is a very common phrase. It means in any case or anyway. It's the Japanese people will often use it to like finish together a kind of long winding meandering thought. It's kind of the speaker acknowledging, okay, I've said a lot of things, I should probably wrap it up.
I'm so spelling.
And according to my dictionary, by Keikan, he either means scenery or policeman, which either could make sense here. But probably policeman, since after that he says urochoro shiteru, which is a verb, and I don't think scenery can, I believe that means wander around.
So, policeman?
And now, I've told you before that uchi can mean house, but we've already determined this guy uses slang. Uchi can also mean I, but that is also a slang, and it's a slang used by the same Japanese ethnic group that would use the other slang. So, I've actually expected this one.
Which ethnic group?
It's the western side of the island. I'm blanking on the name. I need to look at a map of Japan. 1 second.
I've been there probably.
Oh, I know you have.
Probably a specific region.
Osaka.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then
The area around Osaka. That area. Everyone around there speaks with this accent that this guy is speaking with.
Okay. That's more of was like, this
Yeah,
is
Osaka.
actually Eastern.
The people around Osaka have like more of a thick accent with more slang than you hear people from like, Northerners versus Southerners in the U.S. It's way, way more different than that, which is like amazing considering how geographically close they live to people in Tokyo, for example.
Yeah, I was like, Osaka wasn't that far from Tokyo.
It's not. It's just they. I guess because it's existed for so many generations, it just keeps going. I don't know. It's a thing.
They're like, we have slang and we're proud of it. We're gonna have more slang.
It's very, very, very Japanese of them to continue the tradition. Yes.
Okay.
All right. This is not a complete sentence, by the way,
Yeah.
so we have to keep going.
Did we get? Yeah. Uro Choro Shitaru.
I'm pretty sure that means wandering around.
Okay. My English today is not that great. Took me a second on the.
I finally got my dictionary to figure it out. Loitering, hanging around, wandering around. I was right. Yay! Good double checking myself and being right.
Hello.
Hello.
So what's this flavor of the month thing?
Games that we're playing.
What does flavor of the month usually mean?
It could mean a lot of things.
In the context of games.
Oh, okay.
But right now it's we probably should be at the Weeb channel, but we're not.
Well, we were here first, and nobody's in the Weeb channel or like
Paying attention.
really
to
fighting
anything.
us anymore. There's not a whole lot of people on the server right now, so it's whatever.
I noticed that you did not do your Earthbound thing, last night.
Tired.
Yeah, she got on a little late for us to start, unfortunately. I think we're changing our schedule to do Mondays instead of Tuesdays from now on,
Okay.
Yeah.
so that hopefully that won't be a problem in the future.
What I did on
How are
Mondays
thing-
got canceled, so makes it even easier.
Hmm.
Well, it got moved.
How are things going?
Work is work.
Yeah.
I got a new
I
teammate.
start-
One of my teammates, my team moved to became a manager. So I am now the only female developer on my team in Plano. And because all the others have left to other teams in the company. And the person we got on our team is also a guy, so.
Hmm.
I suddenly realized today, I was like, wow. When I joined this team, I was like, wow, there's so many women on this team. I'm amazed there's so many female programmers on a team. And now I'm like, well, this is back down to the normal gender ratio.
You scared them off. I just started reading The Legend of Galactic Heroes last night.
Have you been watching the anime on Crunchyroll?
I watched the first episode, but I figured, like, no, I've heard many good things, and I like reading the light novels.
Hmm.
I'll watch the anime. I just want to get a head start on the light novels.
Okay.
Alright. Other than the Jinsei will.
He's still not done, by the way.
Oh, you want me to just keep
I think he has
translating?
one more. I think he has
Alright,
one more
I'll just
line,
keep going.
especially with that dot dot dot. He's not finished
Alright,
still.
I'll just keep going. Finish
Yeah.
what he's saying.
We'll translate what he's saying after we're
Once we
done
read
writing
Japan.
it all down. Yep.
I also watched another episode of Young of the Dawn. I'm up to episode 4.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I'm just wondering, is like, so when will people tell everyone that the king was murdered?
You think that that's ever going to happen?
The citizens are gonna get confused at some point.
Let's put it this way. I think I'm on chapter 156 of the manga.
I'm just thinking, it's like, okay, I understand you can keep this under wraps for so long, but eventually citizens are going to need, like, wait,
People
don't we have, like,
begin to question things, but I would not. Yeah. I mean, it's people don't really question or care really what's going on in the capital. I think is the best description of why they don't care.
no, it's a feudal society. It's like farmers do farming, monarchs do monarching.
Yep.
If we pay our taxes, they won't bother us.
How would you do the double consonant for the chi here? If I was to do it double consonant spelling instead of my.
You probably can't romanticize it. You just put a apostrophe.
Okay, just do that.
But if I were to verbalize it, it would be not chatta. Hear the little silence there? Not chatta.
And then we have the yo of exclamation. Yo!
Finally, finish this rambling sentence. Jesus.
And he still has more to say because guess what? There's another arrow.
Hey, but it's the end of the sentence, which means we can translate this paragraph.
Alright. Ora, let's see. I know I've done this one before. I think I've done it recently. Oh, this might be difficult.
Oh, this guy.
Wait, why am I being stupid? It's I, right? Yeah. I was
Yes.
being really dumb there.
I wasn't gonna say anything until.
He didn't have the law! That's why!
Oh, it's because it's or and no. I've talked to you about the particle no a lot, right?
Yeah. I'm just so used to being.
So what does or and no mean?
Be.
Come on, you shouldn't have to look this
No,
up.
it's like an of type of thing. Like there's normally an adjective describing.
Kind of? No, not really. The closest thing to no that we have in English is the apostrophe s
Okay.
that gives something the possessive. So in this case, it's turning I into my.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
It makes possessives.
Yes. Now, it can also connect words, and that's why it's not always an apostrophe s, and why I said that's only an approximation, but...
Which is why I thought
like,
it was like an of type
at least-
thing.
Yeah, and in those cases, it is kind of like an of, but, like, the other half of the time, it's kind of like an apostrophe s. Anyway, jinsei means life. Kakeru is a verb that loosely translates to bet, but it's like jinsei o kakeru it's like something that's very important.
I bet my life.
Something your life's work, something you spent your life on, that would be something you've bet your life on in this phrase, basically. That makes sense? Now, himitsu means secret.
That's a secret.
You forgot the J,
Oh.
jinsei.
I
Jinsei no
told you I was having
okake.
issues with the whole typing thing today.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, insei is not the same word. Um, takara. Takara means treasure, and sagashi means search. Takara. Takara means treasure. We have takara.
Hmm?
Takara? No, takara.
Oh.
You have it written correctly in the phrase too.
I told you.
Typos everywhere. All right. Otto is like it's another exclamation that it doesn't really have a meaning. It's just like, oh, or oops. I think we
Yeah.
translated it before as oops. Yeah, that's. I guess that's close enough here. Kusa means grass or weeds. All right. Suberu means slippery, and then if you change the form a little bit into suberi and then add so we're adding so basically to the end of Suberu, that makes it looks like, or looks adjective, right? So if we take an adjective and then we add so, we change the last syllable and we add so we make it from Suberu to suberi so. That would be taking slippery, making it look slippery. The oo is part of that. Suberi so oo. Just makes the O sound a little longer.
Sarbesu.
So very so.
Yeah.
Nachata is just became. It's the past tense of to be. Became.
Wait.
All right.
Past tense of, which was a past tense. It's became. It's the past tense of
To be. To be or to become. So they're the same thing.
Looks like the grass has become slippery.
So.
Yes, that is his last phrase. We gotta back up a little bit though. So,
I bet my life.
what do you think the interesting? Yeah, the interesting one is the middle phrase. What do you think that means?
I've spent my life searching for treasure.
Or my life's work of searching for hidden treasure.
Wait, we didn't even never. Okay. The first part is still not actually put into a sentence either.
Oh, okay. while the or anyway while the give me a second. Yeah, anyway while the police are wandering around, my life's work of searching for hidden treasure uh, oops, looks like the grass has become slippery. Now, I'm actually not. I don't think I've heard this phrase before. I should look it up because I feel like he doesn't literally mean the grass has become slippery. I feel like that's a figure of speech I'm not getting. I know for a fact that's what it literally means, but I don't think that's what he means figuratively. Yeah, if I had to guess, I would say he's saying something along the lines of, "Oops, I've said too much
Yeah.
already."
Looking needs another O.
Uh,
It's not a big
I
deal.
know. We've already established I'm having typo error problems.
Yeah.
And Notepad doesn't care about typos.
Notepad does not warn you when you typo,
Nope.
no. On the bright side, if it did, every line of Japanese would it being, what's
Bright
this word?
red.
I don't know this word. What's this word? This is all gibberish. Why, Japanese people? Why?
To me, I would just use the red lines as like, okay, that's a Japanese line. It would be color coordinated.
That's one way of looking at it.
Always look on the bright side. So, are you still in Onet? Or Onet?
Yeah, we have not even made it into Onet proper. We're still doing the tutorial part.
Ah,
But we've been talking to basically every NPC we've met, so that's time consuming. Even
good.
if we were playing the original English, it would still be a little time consuming.
But good. The dialogue is amazing in this
Yeah,
game.
the dialogue's the best part of the game, so why would you skip out on it? Exactly.
Once again, one of my favorite jokes is in Blue Town.
Francesca, there's new Steins Gate today.
Yes, I know. I've been waiting
Not
for
seen
it.
it yet. I've seen the first episode, and my god, that show's depressing
oh
from
god,
the first
I know. I
episode.
was like, holy shit. I mean, I knew what I was getting into because I knew what it was on, but like, which timeline, but holy shit, wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like you just admitted, it's not going to be a happy story if we're literally in the timeline where we know World War III happens.
Yup.
We already
And
know that's a fact.
And Ocarine gave up on his mad scientist ways.
It's okay. We get to see that side of him come back out as he slowly loses his goddamn
I
mind.
know.
It's gonna be glorious.
This is literally
gonna be
the
glorious.
Ocarina. I mean, it's him that has to figure out how to actually manage to stop World War III from happening, as well as not messing up the time in such a way that any of the other potential futures happens. That you have a happy ending timeline.
Now, I have a question. For Steins Gate, do you prefer the dub or the sub?
Sub. The
Okay.
the dub was good, but the sub
I mean, the
is.
voices are just fantastic.
They get some really, really, really good voice actors.
I just want to say, well, I just hear people say dumb is like, but the English in the sub makes it so much better.
The English in the sub does make it better. It's really funny.
Because when you actually hear broken English of like, hey, I'm a mad scientist, it's so cool, son of a bitch.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be funny, is the thing. Like, even the Japanese audience thinks that's funny. It's played for laughs, and it comes off as funny, whether you're Japanese or not.
Yeah.
Alright,
Katakana time.
mm-hmm.
Ah-chan!
Wait, this was Kanbanwa in, wait, in katakana.
No, see, konbanwa is the word you're thinking of. This is kanban, and then the particle wa.
Yeah, I am. You're right, I am. I'm thinking wrong. I'm thinking, yeah. Okay. Yeah, keeping going. Yeah.
Alright. So first things first, more slang. The way he ends his sentence with kai, that's just a slang way of saying ka. Alright? So don't let that throw you off. That's just a ka that he's ending his sentence with. It's just slang. Because he's got that accent. Now, I had to look it up, but kanban means sign, billboard, or it can mean reputation. But in this case, it means sign or billboard. So he's talking about see that little sign right next to him? That's what he's referring to. Sonna koto yori. Alright? So this is 3 words together making a small phrase. Sonna. That's another pronoun that we've talked about that class of pronouns before. Koto is thing or topic. In this case, topic. And yori literally means more than. Sonna in this case means that. Well, it'll always mean that, but usually I'll explain. So together, sonna koto yori means more importantly, and then it's implying than what we were just talking about. More importantly than that, and that referring to the previous topic. Kono, same thing. Pronoun this. Subarashi is amazing or beautiful or great. And then I explained what kanban was. You should be able to figure out what sheku shiteku. Well, you should be able to get sheku at least. We've seen this before, and also it's English.
Check.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It's also in your menu.
What does shiteru mean?
That was the ing ending.
Well, if you add it, if it was shiteru, it would be ing, but this is shitekureta. So, um, in this case, shitekureta is the form of a request. So he's requesting you to check the sign. The amazing sign. More importantly, Chan, can you check this amazing sign for me?
For in fact, I cannot read Japanese.
He still has another line, but something tells me that's not what he's gonna say. Just a hunch.
Yeah, that'll be a good joke.
That is the end of all he says.
Yay!
This one guy and check out the sign probably and like spend out.
Check the sign. Check the sign.
Well, first.
Oh wait,
first
here we
I have to
go.
finish what he says.
Yeah.
I saw Isle of Dogs last weekend. It was a good movie.
What movie?
Isle of Dogs.
Oh. It was not on my radar.
Yeah, it's just the new Wes Anderson movie. The same guy did Grand Budapest Hotel, Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Okay. We used to joke that that my mom's fight against the foxes with her chickens was like a real life version of Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Oh, so you'll like this. The last syllable of his sentence, nah. This is a little rarer sentence ender. It's like a softer yo.
Okay.
Realistically, it means about the same thing, but it's a little softer. Like, it's not... Yo can often be, like, come off as, like, rude in some cases, especially when talking about oneself, like he is here.
Mhm.
If he used yo there, it would come off as kind of bragging, but because he uses nah, it's a little humbler. Does that make sense? Just a little. Have you finished writing it all down?
Sorry, I got distracted.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I was listening to you, then I was like, wait a minute, where am I in the sentence?
Sorry, I saw you were close and soon with delay, maybe you were done. My bad.
Nah. We have a person in chat. Hello. Spicy Lucas Maine. Okay. So.
All right. You know what ore means. Moji means characters.
Okay.
All right. In this case, he means letters, basically. You know what he means. Kaitanda, that's to write. And kaitanda is past tense. So those orega moji o kaitanda. I wrote the letters, or I wrote the characters. I wrote the sign basically. Now, I feel like I've told you what shigoto means before. Does this ring any bells? I'll also let you catch up on your notes. Shigoto. Shigoto. Ring any bells? No?
I can't find it in notes.
Okay. Shigoto means work. Honshoku is an interesting one. I'd heard of both of the kanji before, but I hadn't seen them together like that. So shoku is another kanji that can mean work or job. Hon, hon means true or like real, and together they mean like main job, or in this case I would translate it as day job. Right, because he was talking about how his life's passion is looking for treasure.
So you said shoku could also mean job?
Shoku means job or work too, yes. This is a decent time to talk about. So each kanji can be pronounced in 2 different ways usually. They're called the on and kon readings.
Actually, I remember that from I remember that when we were in Japan, we talked about it at a temple.
the goto part in shigoto and the shoku part
can you say the 2 again so I can remember for kanji?
On and kon or I don't normally have to verbalize them. I usually see them in dictionaries.
We're gonna put this.
But they're 2 yeah, no, sorry. Kun and on. I just looked it up. Kun and on readings. All right. So I don't know which one's which, but I do know that in the case of shigoto in honshoku, the shoku and the goto are the same kanji. That's why they mean the same thing. Are you following?
Okay.
They're the same kanji. And this is something that would be like giving you headaches if we were playing a game that didn't have all kana. Because I teach you, oh, hey, that word is shigoto. And then we go to the next one and you get like hon. And then you'd be like, hon goto? And I'd have to say, no, it's hon shoku.
Yeah.
See why that's confusing? Yeah. Dakara means basically the same thing as kara, but it's not being used as a preposition. It's just like, so you know how in English you can use because as a preposition or by itself as a sentence starter? That's the only difference between kara and dakara. Dakara is used at the very end of a sentence. Kara is used to link 2 parts of a sentence. Does that make sense? That's the only difference.
Let's see. So, I wrote the sign.
I wrote the sign. What does sono mean? Here's your hint. It's another pronoun.
Wait, oh,
Going over
it's
the rules for pronouns.
that, which you have, right? That.
Sono means that. Yep. Don't worry about the so versus much unless like the context makes that
Okay.
important. And in some cases the context does make it important, but this case it does not. Shigoto we talked about. Honshoku we talked about. Dakara we talked about. So we know what all the words mean. What does the whole phrase mean?
I wrote the sign because that work is my real job.
Or my day job, yeah. The literal meaning is my real job. In English, we would probably translate that as day job.
Okay. So,
Because he's not implying that his quote unquote job or passion for searching for treasure is less important to him. What he's trying to get across here is that this is how he makes a
Yep.
living.
so
And that distinction is
yeah.
important.
So the whole phrase, or the, yeah, maybe, 俺が文字を書いたんだ。その仕事が繁殖だからな。
Mm-hmm. 俺が文字を書いたんだ。その仕事が本職だからな。I was a little flat in my expression, but I technically pronounced everything correctly. All right, sign.
Because he asked us to check it, we'll kindly check his sign.
Ooh, you're gonna get some good katakana practice here.
Oh, katakana. I was like, oh man, here we go.
It's not all katakana, but like 2/3 of it
A
is.
couple like small bits that aren't. That's not O G. That's G. Ja. Toreja. I think are the dots supposed to be spaces?
Yes, the dots are supposed to be spaces in English.
Okay, so this is supposed to be English.
Yes.
Which I guess is because you're some smart student, he expects you to be able to, you know, check his English.
No, he was showing off the sign because he thinks it's cool.
Wait, this is Ta, right? This character? Sorry, third.
The last one, yes.
It's like,
The last one on the top line, yeah. Hanta. Toreja Hanta. What does that sound like? Do I need to say it again?
Toreja Hanta. Hanta makes me think
Toreja.
hand. No?
No. It sounds much closer to the original English words. Toreja Hanta. Toreja Hanta.
Hunter?
I'm practically saying the English words. Yes. Toreja Hanta. Toreja Hanta.
It's so cool. Son of the bitch.
Yes.
I still have no idea what Internet does.
Oh, treasure?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
Because, you know, we already mentioned that he's a treasure hunter. You can't, don't look at the word. Just hear it, right? Don't look at how it's spelled. Just try to hear it. You have to make the connection audibly, not visually. The real question is what the heck Horando is.
Orlando?
Horando. I'm pretty sure is supposed to be English again, but I am drawing a blank. Rhea is rare. That much I'm aware of.
Cocodas. Rhea.
Rhea Horando.
Orlando?
Hounder? That's the best I got. Hounder isn't like hoarder? I don't know. It's literally a guess. Something along those lines. Hounder, hoarder. It's some title he's giving himself. Because it's whatever that word is. Apostrophe S's house is here. That's what it says.
Cocodas' house, I guess?
No, EA.
Oh.
EA is house. Coco is again pronoun. So the co meaning close to speaker, and the second co meaning place. So here. And then I shouldn't have to give you a spiel about Desu.
Yeah. This is a sentence ender.
It's a sentence ender that does not really mean a whole lot.
It's just like you just add it. It's like I don't even. You just add it to stuff.
You just add it. You just When in doubt, if you don't have a sentence ender, just use Desu. It's actually, I think the reason that Desu exists in the first place is because to Japanese people, not having a sentence ender just sounds unnatural. They're so used to it by now that not having one sounds unnatural, and so Desu everywhere.
Yep.
You wrote is. EA.
Yeah.
EA.
So
Is house, yes. Is very house.
So I just typed in Hirando when Google translates, It gave
Yeah,
me
that's Google Translate. I will take whatever this says with a large grain of salt. What's it say?
Holland.
Yeah, no. Well, unless that's a name. It might be his name. That's
Oh,
actually something I hadn't considered. It might be his
Yeah.
name.
Treasure Hunter Ray Holland.
That might be his name. Ray Holland. Yeah. Oh, Raya Horanda. Because I've seen Raya as rare before. That I've seen before. But if it's a name, then that also makes sense. Because it was in katakana, and I guess he's supposed to be European? Question mark. I guess maybe that's why they gave him an accent. Though giving a European an accent that makes them
like
sound
they're from
like they're
Osaka.
specifically from the Osaka region is also something that makes me confused. But okay, Earthbound.
Cliff's at the end of the world.
Yes. Cliffs go to space.
You're not gonna talk to the
Oh, I
cops?
Oh, we've already talked to most of these.
Well,
Ah.
When I said we've talked to pretty much everyone, I was not kidding.
oh.
So she knows.
We found Peaky's brother.
Oh,
Remember, he was
wait. She's
looking
outside
for
the
his
house
brother.
now. What's she doing outside?
Oh, she is. Yeah. Oh,
Wait, I
why
haven't
don't you talk to her? I guess.
Yet. Should I talk to him first, or should?
Oh, sure. We're talking to whoever you want. You are in charge of this train.
I'll talk to her first.
So you talk to the cops down there, and you know why they have a
No, I don't. I
blockade.
haven't talked to them. That was where I hadn't gone yet.
Oh, the
Oh.
cops over on the right
Yeah, I
side.
hadn't
Okay.
gone to the right side yet.
Yeah, we went all the way to as far as we could to the meteor already. I
Wait,
should
is
not
this
have
the
to
mom or
translate
the
that
sister?
line at least. This is the mother.
Mom.
Welcome back, welcome home.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Aw, thanks, Mom, for welcoming back.
So when you get home, you go, Dimas. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wait. Oh, it's... Oh, yeah, of course. Uh-oh. 1 moment. Be back momentarily.
Okay.
So how's it going with you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm alright. Things that aren't boring in my life include Magic's new set Dominaria is coming out this weekend. We're starting a new D&D campaign this weekend. I just got a new JRPG for my Switch. Oh, hi, you're back. Welsh was asking me about, interesting things in my life, so I was just ranting. Anyway, back to Japanese things.
Speaking of D&D, I was watching the recording of Team 4 Star's D&D game.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, one of the players took a set of armor from the dragon's pile, and while the dragon was distracted, he ran out. So all the other players were looking at him like, what the hell, man?
That's really funny. They have a loot goblin in their party. You know what a loot goblin is. It's that guy in your party that cares more about loot than saving your party members' lives.
They already have NPCs like that.
Actually, I guess I wasn't the worst loot goblin in our party. It might have been.
You weren't even that much of a loot goblin. You just wanted to fight things.
And then afterwards, I wanted to check all the bodies for loot.
Oh well, yeah, no, that's afterwards. That's fine. It's you cross over into loot goblin territory when you endanger other people's lives because of your loot goblin tendencies.
Wasn't that what Drez was doing sometimes? As a monk?
Yes. Drez is our loot goblin.
That's what I'm saying. That was Drez.
Yeah. All right.
So what Moiwana Kutemo? I don't know.
Nani mo iwanakutemo ino. Alright, so E we already have talked about. What does E mean? Just two eyes.
Okay.
No immediate answer. It means good or okay. Alright. Iwanaktamo. This is a new conjugation that you haven't seen before. It means even without doing X, or even if you don't do X. So in this case, this is Iwaku conjugated. So Iwaku means to say, to say or speak. So together, Iwanaktemo, even if you don't say. Not wanku, Iwaku. There's no N.
Oh. I don't know why. Because I have a Iwana.
Well, it becomes Iwanaku.
Oh.
But that's conjugation. Iwaku. The ku gets dropped and you add nakutemo. And then nanimo means nothing. Or in this case, anything. It's so Japanese sometimes do double negative sentences like this that only make sense in Japanese. In English, we would say, "Don't say anything." In Japanese, they would say, "Don't say nothing." It's just different. I know that sounds like a double negative, but that's just how they say it.
So Nanimo is nothing?
Nanimo means nothing.
Because I know Nani meant what, so that's was.
Actually, wait, no, Nanimo does mean anything, doesn't it? Nanimo. Yeah, okay. I'm brain farting. Yeah, that is anything. Derp. Why was I so convinced it was nothing? We're just gonna chalk that up to me being a little tired, I guess. Why don't we consult the dictionary to be absolutely sure? Nanimo. It can mean either. No wonder I was confused. Nothing, not enemy, and not any, or anything. It's just entirely on context.
Fantastic.
Excellent.
Uh,
All right.
Kateru. I feel like
Wakaru.
yes, but-
Wakaru.
yeah,
Does
that-
that verb
it
ring any
does,
bells?
Wakaru.
Wakaru.
It does. I know I've done. Oops, I need to-
Wakarimasu. What does wakarimasu
Ah,
mean?
Wakaru is to understand, and that's the present tense formal.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Wakateru tsumori. So the word that we have to talk about there is tsumori. Tsumori means have intention to or intend to or intends to. Any of those, depending on how it, because it's always going to be attached to a verb, right? And so the which of those it is just match the tense of the verb. Tsumori. You didn't write the I at the end. Tsumori.
I feel like the translation though would just be "Mama understands."
Yeah. It kind of would. The reason that the tsumori is important in the Japanese is it implies that there's a logical limit, right? She can't understand everything, but she tries. That's what it's implying.
Mama tries to understand.
Yeah, there you go.
But Mom, I feel destiny calling me. The destiny is to smash. Wait, wrong game.
No, right game. It can be the right game. This game is the origin of the home run bat after all. The mythical home run bat.
Yeah. Frankly, I just for all the creatures you attack.
No, don't spoil anything about the enemies of this game just yet. She has no idea. She's completely blind and I love it.
I'm just saying that
Don't say
Earthbound is a
anything
dark
about the
game when you
I'm
think
going
about
to
it.
jabber over you trying to say anything about it.
Thank you. All right.
This is my first playthrough of this game.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Kyo was you, right? No.
No. It is a word you've seen before, though. Kyo is
Oh,
today.
Okay.
In this case, you'd probably translate it as tonight, but it literally means today.
Oyasumi means good night.
Mm-hmm.
Lasa is ender.
So, Nasai by itself is just something that you add to verbs or phrases to make it an order.
Mhm.
And it sounds weird in this case if you were to literally translate it, because Oyasumi Nasai would be like, or I order you to have a good
Mhm.
night. That's what it would literally translate as, but you're just wishing them good sleep. In this case, it is kind of an order though, so we'll translate the rest of the sentence and see what you think. So we already talked about what kyo means.
Tokyo is today / tonight. Mo, I just did this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Already.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Osoi means late. And it means it in like both late in terms of being late at night or late in terms of I was late to
Mhm.
class. That's one of the like words that translates very well to English.
Kara is because. Hayaku.
Mm-hmm. Hayaku. Hayaku means quickly. Kyo wa mo oisoi kara hayaku oyasumi nasai.
Koya wa mo osoi kara hayaku oyasumi nasai.
What do you think it means?
Because it is already late.
Mm-hmm. Hayaku.
Quickly go to bed.
Yes.
And then it's yes or
And
no.
then you're given a yes or no, yeah. Now which one's which?
Hi and
Come on. Hi, yes. Yes.
Like that's it's not hard. I can read hi and yeah.
No, I'm aware. I'm aware, but I'm like I shouldn't have to
No,
tell
I can
you.
read hi and yeah. I mean, I say hi all the time.
All right. I know you do. You do seem to forget sometimes that yeah means
I
no.
have, but I'm getting better. The problem is,
Okay.
I think that there's ia that's like ie that means house, and there's ia.
Yeah, and then there's ie, which is no. Yeah.
It's like, is it house or no?
Isn't Japanese great? Verbally you lose so much
Yeah, because I
information.
was like, if I was to be listening to this, it would be so hard to tell the difference between if somebody was saying house
Context.
or...
I'm telling you, even native speakers get 80% of this confusing information just from context. I mean, very few sentences are there going to be a part where it could either be no or house, and it's actually
yeah,
ambiguous.
You're right.
That's why a lot of Japanese humor is a lot pun based.
Well, they like their puns in general. We had a discussion about this last night, actually. In fact, while puns in English are usually just used as a joke, in Japanese they can have far more deeper meanings. People will often use double entendres in their sentences in anime, and they won't be trying to joke. They'll be trying to like say two things simultaneously.
Just no. Wait.
I'm glad that you picked that just to see what she said.
Well, she still has to talk to the police down there.
Yeah, of course. No, I understand why you said no. It's just what she says here is kind of funny. Oh, Asukaka's back. Hi, welcome back.
Oh, hi. Taisetsu. So, hopefully, Asuka will be impressed with how much faster we've gotten, right? Not really.
Improvement. We haven't gotten very far in the game at all, but we've been talking to every single NPC we've come across. So to be fair, we're basically translating the entire game script one line at a time.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
All right. Tai Setsusa. That's importance.
Oh, so it's just okay.
Tai Setsusa is importance. Suimin is sleep. As in like the noun.
Sleep is important. No, it's not. Sleep has been a week.
Sleep is important.
So shiru is the verb to know. Shira nai is to not know, and her saying shira nai no ne is like you don't know. So you you don't know the importance of sleep.
So what was the ma and then the Tara?
That's like oh so that's her being exasperated and frustrated with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that translation.
So, Suimin no Taisetsu o Shiranai Nuna. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And let's go talk to the blue guy and the policeman over here.
All right. More random strangers to talk to.
Exactly. All of our random strangers to talk to.
All right, we are probably not going to memorize Tsukodome because I had to use a dictionary for that one. But that's fine. Not very common at all.
Nanda was one of the
It's a form of nani.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to read the chat sentence. Mosca, but I can't read the kanji. I apologize. I can read the katakana, but not the kanji.
Yeah, the first part is my name. My
Yep.
name, obviously.
I think I'm going to head out. Have a good night, you two.
Good night. Said no to whatever they said in the chat.
Yeah, and then you responded with yabai. It's like that's bad, or oh boy. All right. Tsukodome, I had to look up. It means dead end or closed road. Yeah, that should be self-explanatory
Yeah.
on your screen. Machi means city or town. We've talked about kairu before. What does kairi tai mean? We've actually talked about both forms of that verb, both parts. We've talked about kairu and we've talked about tai verbs. What does kairi tai?
So, turn home. So, trying to remember exactly what Thai meant. Because I remember, yeah, there we go.
No, chat, don't spoil it for her. Let her figure it out herself. Yeah, she just figured it out. So she has her notes for.
Yeah.
So did you figure it
Yeah.
out?
Sort of.
Sort of.
'Cause,
What's your answer? All right, what we talked about Thai verbs. I know that
Yeah.
for sure.
In the form that we used it originally was mitai, which was looks like, but I remember that the Thai wasn't exactly it.
You didn't
No,
write it
I
down.
don't think I actually.
So if you end most verbs with Thai, it means wants to do.
Okay.
And then you know what kairu means. So kairi tai.
Wants to return home.
Yes. So machi ni kairi tai. What do you think that means? Machi
Oh,
ni
he wants to
kairitai.
return to the city.
Yes.
But the road is closed.
Yep.
Nanda is a form of what, but I feel like it's... Is it being used for but here? Instead of what?
Oh, you mean no ni? No ni is an entirely different word. No ni, just those two syllables, is even though. So even though I want to return to the city.
Did I... Wait, what? Where's no need?
Oh, and in your notes you wrote no K. That's definitely not a K at the end of the first line.
That? Oops. Oops.
You did.
I must have been... Yeah.
I was going directly from the raw Japanese to translating it for you. I'm sorry, I didn't even
You
look.
expected me just
I
to
should be
get all
checking that more.
the...
I did. This is supposed to be easy for you now.
I've only been doing this like 2 weeks.
You're doing pretty good. I was getting complacent because you were doing so good.
Oh yeah, that is a D. I don't know why I wrote... I think I missed the... No, that doesn't even make sense as to why...
Nope, there's
Yep,
no
I
K
don't
anywhere
know.
next to
I
it.
don't know why I wrote that. I don't know where I got that from.
You're making Asuka laugh, at least. That's funny.
Because I was like, where did I get that from? No idea. But yeah, Asuka, I've only been doing this about 2 weeks, so yeah, I think this is my 2nd week. I think you saw me on the first week I was doing this when I was sitting there like crawling through charts, looking up stuff. Alright, oh, so...
Oh, and also, Doro is road or highway.
Ah.
So, the road is a dead end right now. The road is closed. Yeah. Any of these work. Next line.
Oh, the meteor. We got the meteor again.
Yep. We've definitely made you remember that word. Hmm?
So I'm reading the Asuka's.
Yeah, I'm confused by that message as well.
Oh,
I've been in.
Asuka's asked about if it was 3 weeks ago, because I think the first stream we did was the one that Asuka watched, which was the first Wednesday one. So I think it's actually been about like 3 weeks now. It's only, yeah, that was like the first stream.
Something like that.
Which is why I say 2 weeks, but this I guess begins 3 weeks. Yeah. I work a day job and it takes a lot of time and I lose track of time. Who has time to keep track of time?
Oh no, he's saying no, didn't you? I'm confused. Didn't you?
All right.
Okay, never mind. Continue translating. Don't let chat distract us too much. Much as we appreciate Asuka being in chat. I got it right. Okay.
Alright, so the meteor. Ochi is a support. Takaraide ra ide takura ide osawagishi sugida yo.
Okay. So we know what inseki
Yeah,
inseki
meteor.
means. We know what ochita means.
That was what I messed up. Okay. Yep.
Ochita. Ochiru is the present tense. Ochita is the past tense. What does it mean? Your hint is that it's right next to the word meteor. Yeah, I saw that you wrote Zan then. Let's go.
To fall. But yeah. We just did that.
Yep, okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So but
I'm gonna come back to Kuraide because it'll make more sense when we get in the
Okay.
context. Osawagashi. Osawagashi. It's like busy, I believe. Yeah, noisy. Sugiru, which is translated into, or conjugated to Sugita, is like too much, too many. So, Osawagashi Sugita is like was too noisy. Now, I'd probably translate in this context Kuraide as like just
I was
because.
about to say, is this a because
So
type
the
of
whole
thing?
yeah, it is. It's a because type thing, but it's like the whole thing I'd probably translate is just because a meteor fell down. It's too noisy out here. That makes sense? He's upset at all the cops blocking the roads and how everyone's freaking out. He's like, "Oh, it's just a meteor, no big deal."
I guess the policemen are probably saying the same thing at this roadblock.
Probably something similar. You can check though, if you want. It's up to you.
Curiosity. No, they clipped it all off. Cliffs.
Okay.
I guess I can check what the police said, and then I'll check the sign, and then I'll go to bed. Because I have a feeling I can't do more in the game
Okay.
until I go to bed.
Correct. The game is telling you to go to bed to
It's
advance the
plot-hooking
plot.
us, like when you were plot-hooking us in the D&D game.
Yup.
one so much. Always. Wait. No, that would be that one. Katakana. Always forget which one this is, and I see it so much, and I should remember it. It's not. No, it's not Sue. That's not the right shape for that.
No.
Oh, it's O. It's O.
Correct.
You can tell what I mean, like.
See, I keep remembering it as it looks like a math equation. Can you remember it that way? There's the x and the y axes in an equation. That's how I remember it. If you said the 5 thing helped you before, maybe that'll help you.
The next one looks like ooh with 2 more lines added onto it. The bottom.
Kind of, yeah.
Ne? Wait, no. Yeah?
Yes. Yes, no, you had it right. Nah. Don't doubt yourself when you get it right. You're being mocked.
What?
When she gets the right answer, man, this girl gets excited. That's cute. Is approximately how I translate what Asuka just said.
How could I not be excited though? I got it right, you know? I get excited about a lot of things, I think. But the world is exciting, and one must be excited, or else the world gets dull and boring.
Mm-hmm. Yes. This is a sentence fragment, by the way. Do you want to continue writing sounds
Yeah,
before we
probably.
translate? Probably should. Because this is definitely a sentence fragment, for sure.
Let's try systems. What in the world is that thing?
Oh, I know exactly which one you're
Yeah.
talking about. You've had trouble with this one before too.
Yeah, I feel like it's one that I've had trouble with, and then
Also, you typoed
Oh.
just before it too.
Oh, yeah.
No. CPU. Nope. Nope. And I see how you typoed
Yeah.
too. The 2 keys are right next
Well,
to
we
each
already
other.
said I was having typo issues, so.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Do you want me to give you the answer before you take 10
Wait,
years
is this,
looking for it?
who? No.
Yes,
okay.
it's foo.
Oh. Missed out on all of the fun. That's one we don't see a lot. Nanda. What?
All right. A few things. One, Onet is the name of the town where you live in the game. So that's the first word in the sentence. Oneto, that's Onet. That's where you live. Keisatsu, I think I've said before, but Keisatsu means police. So the Onet police.
What? Nani.
Your spacing is a little wrong after that. It's Nanika Aruto. Nanika is something. And then Aru is like just is, but in this case is like happens. Aruto. Nanika Aruto is like something happens. Toro, we've also said before, is like cops. Or no,
Yeah,
that was road.
That was road.
That's road, yeah. Yeah, that was road. Derp. Yeah, because Fusasu is it's like to block. So Fusasu no de is like blocking.
Fusasu is to block.
Mm-hmm. Fusasuru.
So this is a different form of ing than the
We'll
Okay.
get to why in just a second. Well, I can explain it better when we have translated the whole sentence.
Yume?
So, Yume means famous.
So
And then Nanda, ending a phrase with Nanda like this is like, you just, the ending it with da, we've already said makes it a statement, right? Nanda is like, this is, 同じ警察は何かあるとすぐに道路を封殺有名なんだ。There's no.
Asuka's
The
writing stuff in chat.
Yeah.
I
Asuka's
know,
writing a
very
lot of
fast.
things. Hello. I'm not that fast, Asuka. I'm very slow. Yes, if you add Jin to Yume, it just becomes like famous
Ah.
person. Because Jin means person, so Yume Jin is famous person. That's one of his sentences right there is Yume Jin Aru. That's, yeah. That's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, he's saying the cop is calling himself a famous person. Isn't he cool? Anyway, I would translate the entire thing as the Onet police. Whenever something happens, the Onet police is famous for like immediately shutting down the roads.
Yeah. What we are going on with what ending phrase with Nanda meant.
I think it's just because there is the Fusetsu Suru no De. You may. I actually want Asuka's opinion on this as I look it up. I'm guessing this is grammatical. I know ending just with da makes it
State.
a statement. How different is ending with nanda? I know by itself nanda means what, but that's obviously not what this nanda means. Translate the what sentence? Oh, we should also talk about suguni. Sugu means close by itself. Suguni is like closely, but suguni can also mean quickly, depending on context.
Quickly?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so in this case it would be the Onet police are famous for quickly blocking the road when something happens.
Okay.
I will do more research on ending with Nanda, but unless Asuka has something to add, I think we move on. I think that's the end of what no, he's got more. Never mind. I see the little arrow on the bottom right. Tiny little.
We have more to hear from the policeman. That will be all after that.
Yeah, that's what I thought it might be. There's no verb for that part of the sentence. It kind of throws you off because the fusatsuru node that is a conjugated verb, but it's conjugated into an ing form, which is a noun, right? And so there's no verb, and so that's why the non is there, and that's not just da.
So it's because there's no ing.
Yeah, just know that it makes the statement. It makes it a statement. It substitutes for a verb, just like desu substitutes for no sentence ender. Does that make sense? in our sentence, the nanda part would be the verb are.
Oh. Ah, okay.
Because nowhere in that sentence is there a verb that translates to are. So the nanda part is yeah. Okay. I wanted to be sure on that before I put that in
Okay.
your notes. But that's what my quick double check says. Unless Oscar wants to correct me, that's what I believe. All right.
What did?
No, I'm laughing at this line that you're translating.
Oh, I'm on the roof.
Took me a second to realize what he meant, but the verb makes it clear.
Guinness beer? Like Guinness?
No, you're right, it's Guinness. But it's actually referring to the Guinness Book of World Records. And I know because the second part, Chosen Sterunda, has been recorded. It's been recorded in the Book of World Records. Oh, I love this game.
Apparently, Asuka, there's something that Asuka wanted us to read. Not sure.
Oh, this sentence. I'm sorry, Oscar. I've been too many. I got too many things going on at once.
I wonder if I should do the other policeman or just go. He's probably got something funny to say as well. Let's talk to all the policemen.
I was wondering about that, Asuka. So when he came back to the chat, I said Okairi, and he said that he basically told me that reply was technically wrong, and I was wondering about that. I know Okairi is for when you go home. I don't know how you would welcome somebody back to the chat because it is still welcoming them. I just don't know what's the.
Something about the meteor. Zebek is what meteor is all that happens. Ochi ochi. panic. I can tell that's panic. I don't know why there's a pa. I guess it's a stutter. Panic.
Yeah, I think the first E might be a stutter because it doesn't
And
mean
same with the
anything, I
pa.
don't think.
So I think it's just a stutter.
Yeah, I think he's stuttering too.
Everyone stutters tonight.
Everyone stutters tonight.
So what was Asuka saying? Meteor fell. Panic. Right? Right, yeah. Meteor fell. There's. I guess I don't know what Nina Runjiana is. That's the one I'm having issues with. Janai. Wait, Janai. No, I don't. Do I know Janai? Janai? No, I don't know Janai. No, something. I feel like that's a sentence ender.
Janai?
Yeah, is that
Janai we've talked about before.
that
It's like,
Okay.
it isn't.
So I don't know what Nina is, I think.
Ninarun. Ninarun.
Narun.
Hanaku ni the ni is a particle. Narun is
Ah.
to become.
That would be.
Yeah. So the ochi and ochi, both of those are stutters. We talked about ochita. We actually talked about ochita karaida. The blue guy earlier said the same thing.
Yeah.
Can you find that?
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I was thinking that. It's just because, yeah. That was the translation that was coming up in my head, but it's like, I don't remember. So.
Okay. And then
Well,
the
that's
ochita part?
fall. I said that. I guess you didn't hear me say that.
Okay.
You were focusing.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. So,
I said,
yeah.
just because a meteor
Yep.
fell, everyone's
Now,
panic.
paniku, I have to, yeah, panic in English.
You
Okay.
missed out on me translating half.
Okay, so what's the whole sentence mean, do you think? Now that I think he's talking about himself here, but he actually doesn't specify whether he's talking about himself or in general.
Don't panic? is what I think I'd go with. No.
No. Just because a meteor fell, it won't cause either a panic or me to panic, depending on how you
Okay.
interpret it. I think cause me to panic is funnier because
Yeah.
he's stuttering.
There we go.
Yep, there you go. Stutters and all.
Alright, let's go put this to bed.
Alright, go sleep. Go sleep.
Oh, no, there's more. There's more.
There's more!
There's more!
There's
after
more!
that, too!
There's always more! There's always more!
He really has a problem with, I guess maybe it's just a speech thing.
I
There's
think
that
he's
too.
panicking. He's panicking! You missed the 10-10
Oh.
on Foo. That's a boo, not a Foo.
I did miss.
I'm impressed you got it so quickly, but you
Yeah,
missed the
it's a
10-10.
little bit
So close.
pixelated.
Well, Foo doesn't normally have anything in the top right corner that looks
Yeah.
like that, so just gotta be aware of that.
I think this is one that I'm going to finish writing this out and then I'm going to keep going because he's not done saying it, whatever he's saying.
Yeah. That's definitely. He's not. This
Yep.
is a sentence fragment for sure because he's stuttering and he's cluttering the damn dialogue
Yep.
box. He totally could have said this in one phrase if he hadn't stuttered, but no, he stutters, so we gotta scroll more.
So he's telling you to return because kairitai means return, right? No?
No. What does the tie form mean?
Want.
Kairu means to return.
Want to
Yes.
return.
No, we don't know who.
That's why I said want to
so
return.
when no subject is meant, yeah, want to return. All right. What does hayaku mean? Hayaku.
I feel like I've done this one recently.
You've
Yeah.
done this recently. I believe your mother said it,
Yeah, quickly.
and I know it's been said before that too. Yes. Jibun. Jibun means my own or your own. It's like it refers to oneself in the third person.
Hey guys.
I think we're getting close to a stopping point.
Okay.
Uchi, we talked about before, means home. The O before it is just the, like my Japanese teacher likes to just call it the honorable O. You put it before a lot of things that are culturally important in Japanese, like your house. Money is a common one, okane. It doesn't really have a whole lot of meaning besides that you're giving it respect. Jibun no uchi ni kaitayo.
I want to return
Considering
to my own
he's
home
panicking.
quickly. I want to quickly
Yes.
return to my own home.
He says while stuttering horribly. Kira, this character we're translating as a stutter in Japanese.
Uh,
Oh, and we have a native speaker in chat.
oh, cool. Oh,
Let's see. He also stuttered on the Q. There we go.
Quickly, yeah. I like how you're matching where the stutters are too. It's kind of
It's
funny.
the best way to translate, right?
Uh-huh. Yep.
What all is Asuka saying?
Okay, well, the one with the baby rage emotes, he just has the kanji for point, and I think it was right when you pulled up this line. He's like, this guy's a whiner, basically. Yeah, it's true. But they don't really have that option on the SNES, so.
Hayaku jibun no ochi ni karetayo.
Kaeritayo. You did this just the ka. It's kae. Kaeritayo.
Karetayo. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Isn't that fun?
Read stuttering. All right, now we can go to bed. The bed. Oh wait, should I check out the sign? Check out later, probably just because of pounding.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it says your house. It labels. Oh, that house, that sign. It might just say something about Onet. I don't know. Go to bed.
Oh man, wait. It's like, wait a minute. This is one of those ones where I have to quickly stop it.
I'm just gonna let you know that means later that night, or even later that night. Sorry.
So yeah. So, what is the kanji? Or
it's really pixelated, but I think that might be Yoru. Let me double check. Yeah, that's Yoru. You know, the name of my cat. By the
I
way.
did not know that. So what exactly does Yoru mean? Night. Okay.
Night. I have a black cat. I named her Night because I'm a weeb.
I mean, we had a cat that was a wild kitty that we were feeding, so we named
My
her Rose.
parents have the hardest time pronouncing her name, so they just call her the
You
cat.
can't call her Yoru? Like that?
No!
That's,
They keep forgetting what it is. They're like, is it Yodu? Yolu? I'm like, no. No, no,
YOLO.
mother. No.
So is,
Sarani means even more. And, Kete, I believe means later. Keru is to advance. There's a lot
panic
of things.
scale.
Panic scale.
that I'd stop at this point.
Okay, that's fine. This is a good
Get
stopping point.
bedhead again.
We tried to go to sleep. They wouldn't let us sleep.
Alright, well, I'll be back on in a bit. I'm gonna go eat dinner, and then I'll be back on to play Battle Right. Probably. I have a feeling that's what we're doing later. So, yeah.
Who'd have guessed?
So yeah, Asuka, I'll be, I translate on Saturday, and I'm changing actually my Tuesday to Monday, so I'll change that in my schedule on the channel as well. So I'm going to be translating on Saturday for about an hour, is normally about what I do, so it's a shorter session. And then we're going to do Monday night and Wednesday night. So, thank you for coming, and see you again, hopefully. Mata ashita, right?
Mata jikai, I would say.
Mata
Next
jikai.
time.
Yeah.
Because ashita
you're
means
right.
tomorrow.
Or I could say matane, I think, right? Matane?
Yeah, I also typoed that Japanese message. Oh well.
Would
I think you know what
Jamada work too?
No.
No. Jamada means you're an obstruction. You're in the way.
Oh no! Sweet.
Don't say that to someone who's going away.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. Alright. Well, I'm going to go eat dinner, and I will be back in probably 30 minutes or so. So, and there's OBS.